Okay, hello, my darlings. It's Michaela. So I just thought to share a retelling of a story that happened yesterday with a woman that I see at the gym who is struggling with lower back pain. And so what I wanted to share was maybe just a couple things in terms of self-diagnosis. And so when in doubt, seek help. Whether that's, someone who has worked with your body before, or your doctor, or a walk-in clinic, or another person, that, again, like an acupuncturist or a chiropractor, someone that you trust that has given you something solid about your body in the past. That's what I would suggest. But at any rate, there are times when something happens and we'd like to know more without necessarily, traipsing around. The other thing too, I will just say, so like walk-in clinics and doctor's offices and things like that, they are great for extreme situations. So it's like, I have ruptured a disc, I have torn this muscle. And so those are the things that they tend to pick up on, less so subtler stuff. And so anyway, so sometimes that trip can not feel so fruitful, but when in doubt, go. All right? Trust yourself, do like the thing that you're inclined to do. Anyway, back to Angelica. So she mentioned, oh, my lower back is hurting. And so, of course I'm going to start to ask her questions. And so, so the progression that I asked her about, the progression that I took her through to assess what was going on, goes something like this. And this is something you might want to do depending on depending if you have discomfort in your body. So when something hurts on one side of your body, it tends to be in the back of the body. A great place to start to check out is the opposite side of the body. So I asked her to stretch the front of her hip. Your lower back hurts. What does it feel like to do a lunge and to stretch the front of your hip? Ooh, that hurts more. That makes it hurt. Okay, good information. Still not conclusive. Sometimes what can happen is when the body has been kind of like, skewed for a while, is it now has this new home. And so you might actually be doing something that could be of benefit, but because things are kind of torqued, at that moment it doesn't feel that way. So why I say that is because it could be worthy of further exploration, okay? So stretching the front of her hip didn't feel good. Okay, good to know. What does it feel like for you to do a lower back exercise? To be on your belly and to think about extending through the back of your body. Ooh, that doesn't feel good either. Okay, what about doing something that's a little less aggressive? Doing a lower back exercise that involves less of your whole body, a little bit more of like your butt and your leg. That doesn't feel good either. Okay? Once again, could be this kind of like reconfiguration situation, or there might be something else going on. So then, generally, most discomfort is muscular. And so, again, like from what most people deal with, it is muscular. And it's due to weakness. So then my question was, do you remember when this happened? Yes, 3 months ago. Okay, that's quite a while. Like you are functioning, you're still dealing with pain, but you're able to maneuver around this planet. You were just in this exercise class with me. Was there an activating event? Did you know when it happened? Did you feel a pop? Yes. Okay. That generally indicates disc involvement. And so based on her level of being able to function, it doesn't sound super severe, but based on the things that we asked her to do, stretching one side, nah. Contracting the side that hurts, no good. And then talking about this, even like more gentle versions of that, no good. Felt a pop, not awesome. It's been going on for 3 months. Okay. Has it been getting better? A little bit. Okay, good to know. So with that, so it sounds like she has disc involvement, but what it also sounds is that like this disc is not ruptured. It is not a full like blowout. That's something that would, greatly impact nerves and mobility and be intensely painful. And that's also something to know that you have a disc issue. Often you hit it every once in a while. So things are fine, and then I suddenly turn this way, and oh my God, versus muscular pain, which tends to be a dull ache that is constant. So anyway, that might just be another little useful tidbit. So what I got from all of what we saw, what she relayed back, is that she probably has a little bit of a bulging disc. But the thing about that is that the body is wired to heal. So if people have this full blowout, like that's when people have like laminectomies and things like that where they trim off the side, modern medicine can be such an assist when things are dire, for frickin' sure. But the thing that's so beautiful about the body is that it's wired to heal itself. And so in her situation, it's been 3 months, she is functional, it's a little bit better, it's still there. What it sounds like to me, if she were my client, what I would encourage her to do is to get, I'm not always such a fan of physical therapy, honestly. I would listen to me, about strengthening muscles around it. That seems pretty crucial. Like one could even Google that, physical therapy, like for, lower back stability. Seeing a chiropractor would be amazing because that's something where there's an ability for the disc to reabsorb, and so making sure those joints are both healthy and at an adequate space can allow for that disc to reabsorb. Getting body work, just to kind of deal with like the additional twisting and compromised state from this compromised unit. And that would be it. That is what I would say. The whole thing with discs is that they're like this cartilaginous bubble that's kind of stiff. It has structure to it. And so once it gets to like, too much pressure or a certain position, it can kind of like, like not hemorrhage, but like it kind of like blows out of its stiff sac. But with that, it's still alive. And so there's an ability for, like, cartilage has less blood flow. So it's so much slower to heal. And this is another thing massage can be good for, just in terms of like manually bringing more blood to the area. But at any rate, the body wants to heal itself. And so when we give it the tools that it needs, supplementation, holy freaking crap, natural alternatives that deal with inflammation, should you have any desire to know more about that, that's something that can just, again, give your cells the tools that they need to rebuild themselves, whether that's on a, daily basis or when something is far more dire. Anyway, so those are some things. I don't know if that's useful at all, whether that speaks to you in your situation or if that seems applicable for something that has happened in the past or maybe something that might happen in the future. But at any rate, when in doubt, reach out. But that little progression, stretching, contracting, doing something a little less aggressive, then really kind of drilling down about like when this happened, what, did you hear anything? Did you feel anything? All of those things in Angelica's situation just kind of added up to some substantial information. So anyway, that is it. I hope you are all psyched and feeling like merry and bright in this holiday season, and that you're doing much to take care of yourself. And if you need a little assistance with that, please be in touch. All right, thank you.